Last night, Natalie and I went to like an Oscars type of party for the agency that I'm with. Right when we walk in, there was this kid there, and he was like, he was very, very nervous to meet me. And I don't know. I honestly thought it was a prank because the way he came up to me, he was like, "Hi, oh my God!" Like it was like he was like shaking, like out of a movie. Person who really, really likes somebody. Quirky, he was a little bit dorky. And he's like, "How are you? Hi." And he was very nervous as he was talking. And then at the end of the conversation, he turns to Natalie and he goes, "Oh, and this is your husband." As he's pointing to Natalie, I was like, "No, she's my assistant."
What?
Yeah, he was so nervous he called Natalie my husband.
How old was he?
I don't know. He must have been like 14.
Yeah, he was
14 or 15.
What'd you say?
And we just laughed, and I was like, wow, I went from assistant to I self-proclaimed myself partner, and now I'm his husband. So,
really funny.
I'm really going places.
But you had a suit and tie on, though, right?
No, not at all. I had a dress on. Like, my hair was down and curled, makeup fully done.
Yeah, and that was
I was trying to be the most beautiful woman I could possibly be. And
he was like, "Oh, look at this man you're with. Who's this handsome gentleman? This must be your husband."
The worst thing he could say.
Yeah, it is. Then there was Adam Sandler was there, and as you know, I'm a big fan.
Sure.
So I had my friend introduce me to him. I never know what to say to these people, but like it just fucking clicked as soon as I shook his hand. I was like, click, no pun intended. I was like, I love 50 First Dates.
Yeah.
And he goes, "What?" Oh, he like laughed. He was like, "Really?" Like because I think he just got done filming Uncut Gems, which is like a life-changing role for him. So I think it was pretty like out of character or pretty out of context for someone to come and be like, 50 First Dates is my favorite.
Right.
Especially at this Oscar party where everyone's like analyzing like their incredible acting and stuff. Yeah. So I told him, I was like, yeah, my friend and I had an argument about it on our podcast for 35 minutes about whether or not it was the best movie of all time.
What did he say?
He just laughed.
He ate it up.
Yeah.
Did he think it was the best movie of all time?
I should have asked him.
Should have asked him.
Fuck. Do you think it was the best movie of all time?
What if he was like, I do?
I do. I'm really glad that you see it the same way.
Oh, that's great.
Our friend Jonas here, he's a big fan of Nathan Fielder. Nathan Fielder has a show called Nathan For You. And I don't know where it airs, but it's a really funny show. He's a really funny
Comedy
dude.
Central.
Hulu, Comedy Central. Bottom line, it's funny, and Jonah's a big fan. Yeah. And we were at the movies one day, and we were walking into the theater, and Nathan Fielder is coming out, and he's walking home. He just saw a movie. It's pretty late. It's like 9 o'clock. He's going home, and Jonah goes, "Oh my God, that's fucking Nathan Fielder." And I go, "Yeah, it is." And then I don't think I even had time to react.
Sure.
But all of a sudden Jonah goes, "Oh, yo, I'm gonna go picture my movie. And I go, no, you fucking idiot. And then he goes, "No, this is the chance. This is the time for me to go do it." And I was like, okay. And Jonah fucking runs. And Nathan Fielder's walking down the steps. It's like a long staircase. And he stops him right in the middle of the staircase. And he goes, "Hey, can I tell you about my movie?" And at this point I walked away. And I knew they were talking for like a solid 2 minutes. What did you tell him?
I started stuttering really, really bad.
No, what did you say? Be honest.
I walked up to him and I pitched him an idea.
You pitched him an idea. Well, for what?
It was a movie idea.
It was a fucking movie idea. And the thing is, Jonah hasn't finished this movie yet, but he's like working on this movie in his head.
No, I have. I have a script.
And what did he say?
Huh?
No?
Yeah, what did he respond?
I asked him how I can get in contact with him, and he said he doesn't want to.
Did he really just say, "I don't want to"?
I don't remember what it was, but he said he was not interested.
Right.
Yeah.
It's the worst place to find somebody.
Yeah.
To pitch him. I was like,
and I melted, dude. I really did.
And then Jonah came back and he's like, "I pitched him my movie." And I was like, "You did fucking what?" Like, that's the one thing you're not supposed to do in LA is go up to a celebrity and pitch him a movie. Like, that's crazy. And he was like, "What? What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong?" And we were just like, we thought he was kidding. We thought he was fucking with us. We're like, "You're fucking with us, right, Jonah?" He goes, No. Why? Should I have not done that?" And I was like, "No." And this isn't the first time Jonah's done something like that. Jonah's a huge fan of Judd Apatow, huge. And Jonah found out that Judd Apatow was handing out like hot dogs in Indiana, like at Indiana University. Yeah, Judd Apatow was like handing them out, maybe like for a promo for some movie. And Jonah calls me frantically, like his fucking mother's been kidnapped. And he goes, "Yo, Judd Apatow, right now, he's handing out hot dogs. He's in Indiana. Do you think there's any chance if I get on a flight right now with him, I can get him for 5 minutes when I get there?" Yeah. And I go, "Probably not." And he goes, "You don't think if I get on a flight right now, I could talk to him for 5 minutes and pitch him an idea? It could literally fucking change my life." And I was like, first of all, Jonah, I don't think Judd Apatow has ever been further away from you than this moment of him being in Indiana. The dude lives in LA, maybe 20 minutes away from you. Yeah. So I don't know why why it's when he's in Indiana, all of a sudden you have the urge to fly and meet him there. Which made no sense. And then second of all, definitely don't go up to him in any circumstance and pitch him a fucking movie.
I would never do that again. I would never, because I don't know. I was just so silly. I don't know why I did that.
That was crazy. It's like people hate that. People hate that.
No, I know. I understand. I wouldn't do that. I melted. Like with the Nathan Fielder one.
You were really nervous, but it was kind of cute because it was like an endearing, like he really liked him, but he just kind of fucked up.
I've met Nathan Fielder, and I feel like he would like you.
No,
he didn't like me.
Nathan Fielder. No, he would like you. He would like you. If you didn't come up to him and pitch him a movie.
Yeah, that's all.
Like if he got to know you, because you're really funny.
Yeah.
But like that just wasn't the
right.
right.
You were funny.
It wasn't the right circumstance. Good news is he probably won't remember that situation because it happens to him so much, so often, where someone comes up to him and pitches him a movie.
Looking back at it, after we left, I got in my car and a tear fell down my cheek, and I'm like, oh man, I'm like, it's okay, you'll forget about it. Like, I was so embarrassed for months after that. I don't know why I was so embarrassed. It was weird.
You're fine. It's a.
I couldn't forget about it.
Now people come up to you and ask you if you can be in their movie, right?
I've been pitched a few times. Not even kidding. I have, but like it's such a stupid thing for me to do. It was so dumb of me. I couldn't forget about it for months after that because I felt so embarrassed of myself, so ashamed of myself. But I'm like, oh, whatever, dude.
Jonah used to be really different when we first started hanging out with him. He would be like, "Fucking, you guys doing YouTube and your dumbass thumbnails," and he used to shit on YouTubers all the time.
No, I don't. I
because you wanted to be a serious actor or a funny actor.
I mean, especially nowadays in this industry, it's not gonna work out. As I don't know.
No, it'll work out.
Like traditional acting is so dead almost. Yeah. Where like I'd rather create my own shit on like traditional acting online platforms. Dead. No, it's like think about it, dude. Okay. Think about TV shows and shit back in the day. Movies
poor DiCaprio, just out of a job.
Well, he's right. There's less of it. There's
less of it. Yeah, it's not dead, but there's
less
of it.
I get what he's saying, but
there's more TV shows. David, you know what? Jonah's given you so much humor over the years. Why don't you throw him 3 compliments right now on the podcast and let him feel good?
No, these are good. I can give you compliments. I miss you a lot when you're not around.
Yeah, when we were in New York.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he made Natalie and I feel like shit because every 5 minutes he goes, "Wish Jonah was here. Wish Jonah was here."
Really?
And finally, Natalie was like, "Hey, what the hell? We're here."
Natalie was pissed that I was bringing you up so much.
Really?
I actually think you're really funny, and I think you're perfect for like New York because it's like so out of your element that it's just like any situation. Like every time we like drove by like a shop or like a restaurant or like a donut store, I would be like, man, I'd just be imagining like you sitting next to me like a joke.
And we're just like we're smiling, feeding each other sprinkle cupcakes.
My favorite is when you make the same joke with whatever situation we're in. Like we'll be by the Empire State Building, and I'll be like, "Wow, it's a crazy building," and Jonah will go, "Imagine I eat it."
I do make
like,
a lot of eating jokes.
Wherever we are, like we could be like literally standing right by the ocean. Like, imagine I swallow all of this. And the joke works for any situation. Yeah, those are the jokes I miss.
Really funny.
You remember that day I was telling you to leave my house?
Yeah.
Remember the day I was like pushing you out?
Yeah. I've caught it so many times where you like try to hide me away from like
important people.
Important people.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I understand. I don't have a filter sometimes.
You're very hit or miss. A person could really love you, and you could be the best part, or you could be like the worst part.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's like really hit or miss.
You're right.